You're strong. You're important. You matter.
Sis, what happened?
Someone destroyed my house.
Where's Carl?
I think someone took him.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Movie Club Podcast. You know who it is on Production 1200's most premier podcast. It is your host, Trae D. Price, the host with the most. And look, man. You know I got to go all the way around the world. I had to go back in time to find this man because I ain't seen this man in centuries. You know what I'm saying? I had to bring back y'all ain't never heard his voice before. So look, ladies, keep clothes on, fellas. Don't get too jealous now, cause it's the man with the plan that nobody understands. It's Sam Richards. Say what's up to the people, Sam Richards.
What's up, everybody?
Woo!
Hello.
Ooh, goose pimples. I got goose pimples. I'm sorry. I ain't mean to interrupt. I got goose pimples.
Oh, you do too much, man. But
What's up,
thanks for having me on here, man. Thank you.
Hey, it's no problem. It is no problem. You know I love you. People, y'all know this is my brother right here. You know what I mean? This is my little brother, but he taller than me. You know what I'm saying? So every time we go anywhere, all the eyes go on him. It's like, who's Danny DeVito right there beside you? You know what I'm saying? That's how it is. But it's all right. It's all right. It's all love. It's all love. Sammy, we watched a movie. We watched a movie. Now we watched a movie here today on this movie club. It's one that just came out. It's called Breaking News in Yuba County. Sam, what'd you think about this movie? Because I'm gonna tell you straight. I was interested in this movie, right? I saw the trailer. It looked to me like a little bit of like a almost like a Pineapple Express. You remember that movie? Seth Rogen, the James DeFranco.
Yeah, that's a good comparison. Yeah,
right. It kind of reminded me of that, but with a small town feel. Mm-hmm. And I feel like I might have been off base on that.
Yeah, definitely sort of a Bible film to me. So you hit me up and asked, "Hey, pick these three movies." Mm-hmm. And I was like, "Okay, Mila Kunis, Allison Janney, yeah, they seem cool. I've seen them before, and this plot line seems pretty entertaining. Let's pick this one." Mind you, I did not watch the trailer, and so I had no idea what I was getting myself into. And obviously, the cast full of majority white women. I'm like, all right, what's this nonsense? What you got me watching, right?
What's this white
I was pleasantly surprised and entertained throughout this movie.
Honestly, people, if you don't know, the plot of this movie is that a put upon, down on her life woman, right? She's not seen by anybody. She's hard. She can't be heard. I'm gonna just go ahead and say it. Kills a wife. Kills a husband. Excuse me. Kills her husband dies. I ain't even gonna say kills. Her husband dies. Right. Buries the husband, but then uses his death as a mystery in order to get herself attention from the town at large. Now, that right there seems like a plot that might come out of like an anthology film or something like that, kind of like a Tales of the Crypt or some such. But it is the basis for what I like to call a bunch of parallel lines that just start weaving and interconnecting in just like the weirdest ways, right? I don't know about you, Sam. I'm starting to love this movie every time I think back on it. And it's mostly because of the characters and the actors that we have here. You know what I'm saying? There's not a lot going on with the cinematography, you know, not a lot of interesting shots going on. But what we have here is an excellent selection of actors and actresses, mostly actresses, out here doing their damn thing, right? Weaving together this sort of intricate story in this of like a small town rumor mill almost.
It was it definitely caught me by surprise, man. Like, first of all, the length of the film was just right. Mm-hmm. So it was about an hour and 30.
Just about, yeah.
I was like, oh, this is moving, and not really any dull moments.
Mm-mm.
Let's see. I enjoyed all the actresses. I feel like they had the time to shine. Man, big ups to Wanda Sykes. Okay,
Big
first
ups
off,
to Wanda Sykes, bro. They ain't had to do my woman like that, man. They had to do my. She was funny as I don't know what, man. The whole movie, like her whole character trying to break out of her dull life, trying to do crimes and stuff.
yeah, she had a great little backstory, and she brought it, man. Because you don't see Wanda Sykes in a lot of things anymore.
Mm-mm.
But I was really surprised because I had no idea she was in the movie. I was like, oh shit, Wanda Sykes, and she's killing it as usual.
Mm-hmm.
The way her character plays out is hilarious. So it's always like, throughout the movie, there are a few comedic moments, but not too heavy-handed on the comedy.
No.
It's just like kind of subtle, and but mostly it's a drama of a film. And like as you mentioned, we have our main character. Named
Sue Buttons.
Sue Buttons.
Sue Buttons.
Sue Buttons. Kind of.
Man, Allison Janney, man, she I think honestly, she carried this movie on her back,
She did.
mostly by like having to play this like she pretty much had to play a Karen the whole movie. You know what I'm saying? Like she had to play the super ultra Karen. She had to evolve into the mega Karen, right?
You know what? I would stop you there because I wouldn't classify her as a Karen.
Really?
She's way too much of a doormat. Like, you know, like even when there's a scene where someone got her order wrong,
Mm-hmm.
she couldn't even speak up to say something. I feel like a Karen will like raise hell in that situation.
That's what I'm saying. She evolved into one.
Oh yeah. Okay.
She turned. It was like a Karen origin story right here. You know what I mean? It was. Her parents got killed in the alley. She sat in her dinner room and saw a Karen and a clock. You know what I'm saying? It's like I know what I must become. No, but
man.
but no, she the way she is, and I don't really know much about Allison Janney like as an actress. I haven't followed any of like her other previous stuff, but seeing her here, like the way she's able to like turn it off and on. You know what I mean? Like she can turn on like the you know, this sort of fake emotional crap pretty much in front of like the cameras, and in the next scene just be like almost like the Grinch in like the way a slow smile creeps up on her face. You know, I find that to be like she is doing her thing, man. That is some really good performance work right there.
It really is, man. She carried this whole film as the lead, and yeah, she killed it. You know, this movie definitely reminds me of Gone Girl. Has some Gone Girl elements.
Yeah. Like a Gone Girl comedy, which is a weird thing to say. Like it's like, did anybody really ask for that? No, but I like it. It works.
Yeah. And to go a little bit further about the cast,
Mm-hmm.
man, star-studded cast. I did not even know that was in here. Like I said, I didn't watch the trailer, so a lot of these people popped up to my surprise. Like Regina Hall.
Regina Hall, bruh.
She's a
Regina
favorite.
Hall right here. All right, might be my favorite character in the whole film. For real, might be my favorite character in the whole film because she is on it the entire time. Like she is asking the right questions. She like you can almost feel like she's already figured out like what's going on, but she's off base, but she knows like who the suspect is, and yet everything just keeps like messing it up and getting in her way. But she's not taking nobody's crap, and then you know the thing happens, and then well, there you go. You know, like I think she also got robbed. But we'll talk about that later.
All right. I mean, but Regina Hall character, yeah, she pretty much plays it straight throughout the whole movie. You know, with a little bit of Regina Hall,
Mm-hmm.
you know, as stuff. But man, she had like a terrible wig in this movie. Like, that's the worst thing they did to her. Why they do it like that, bro? Why they put on that hillbilly ass wig on her like
because
that?
I think that's like that's indicative of like the small, because Wanda Sykes' wig is weird. They gave like the bowl cut. Like who out here wearing a bowl cut like that? I think it's just good production designing going into the way this small town is. You know,
Mm-hmm.
like we all know, like they probably all go to the same hair shop. You know, it's kind of semi looking like a 50s diner You know, the way that like the way the colors and the way that it's filmed is some of the scenes look kind of like a period piece almost. Like if you didn't know any better, you think it was if there weren't, you know, such modern like cars and things like that were different. And you know, so sometimes the clothes they wear look kind of like old schoolish, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like they don't it's I think it's more indicative of trying to stay in that world.
Yeah. And you know, we also had Miss Everywhere girl, Awkwafina.
Awkwafina, man. Between her and Clifton Collins Jr., like their like relationship and chemistry, the dude that's going around with her, pretty much playing the muscle. I really out of all the like, because you always have these kind of characters in like road trip movies and movies of this ilk where you have these two bruisers going after the main character because of some money, or usually because of some money. I really like the combination of Awkwafina and Clifton Collins Jr. Something about him just not saying much and like being and mean mugging and her being the mouth for the whole thing. Awkwafina's shtick actually works here because I feel like she definitely has like this type of thing that she does, you know, in her movies. That she doesn't do all the time, thank God, but definitely I think probably gets her like nearly typecast into these kind of roles. But I think here it really did work for what she was going for.
Yeah, and that duo definitely reminded me of the duo of the Muscle in Pineapple Express.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so they played that really well. Even though they played a little bit more serious, it was cool to see it. You know, and a lot of things in this movie, you can't really see coming. A lot of things happen unexpectedly. Like I was like, oh wow, I didn't expect that to happen.
Well, who you telling?
But to continue down the line, there's some actresses that I really liked. Samira Wiley, she's known from Orange is the New Black.
Right.
You know, let me tell you something. I haven't seen her in a lot of stuff. Pretty much just Orange is the New Black.
Mm-hmm.
But man, there was a scene where I was just cracking up. Man, I was like, I shouldn't be laughing at this, but it was just a simple scene of just her running down the street. Mind you, she's pregnant.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, a huge fake belly,
mm-hmm.
and these skinny ass arms just walling down the street and while she's drenched in sweat, which is killing me. I don't know.
Yo, that ain't right. I don't know what you laughing at.
I don't know. Yo,
I love seeing the chicken arms, bro. Struggle, woman, struggle. You wrong for that one. Cancel them. Cancel Sarah Richards.
That, man. Come on, that don't look natural. Oh man, Mila Kunis.
Oh God, Mila Kunis as a fake Morgan Freeman said. Mila Kunis, the girl so nice, God was like, I'm gonna make that thing twice. Yes. You gotta go look at the Dark Knight Rises outtakes.
Oh wow,
it's so funny.
Yeah, so Mila Kunis plays Allison Janney's sister, half sister, and that's very important because pretty much Allison Janney's been her character. Sue Buttons has been a doormat. Sounds like all of her life. Always been second fiddle to Mila Kunis's character Nancy, and you could see the trying relationship they have. You know, there's one scene where Mila Kunis's character was kind of coming to Sue Buttons' care, says, "Hey, talk to me. What's going on?" And Sue Buttons was like, "Hey, you know, remember we were walking down the street? You was holding my hand. Then somebody called me ugly. Then you just let go of my hand and said, yeah, that's my half sister. Yeah, we ain't cool like that. Yeah, I never forgot that bitch." I was like, damn.
No, the thing about this, the scene that is so great is that she's telling this story and you expect it to like have a turnaround, and then you came to me afterwards and apologized. Like, you expect something like that to, like, just end the soft moment, but she just ends. She's just like, that happened. And it's just like this. And the brilliant part is, like, the camera just holds on that moment for, like, a little bit.
Yeah.
And it's just like, ooh, this is...
I thought that was juicy. I was like, damn. Yeah, you got to sit on that for a while. You gonna sit.
That
think
was
about that.
no Taylor. You did the damn thing on that shot. That shot was great. That was masterful on that one. I'm starting to think. You mentioned that. Like, I'm starting to think that with horror and comedy, I think holding on it just a little bit works. I don't know. That makes me think about something. I don't know. It makes me think about things a little bit. I gotta try that out one day.
Yeah, Debbie had a nice little blend of drama and comedy, and it was actually unexpectedly gory as well. I was like, wow, this is a lot of blood.
Oh yeah, let's go ahead and talk about that. Talk about that turn, let's say. And people, you know what it is. If you came into the movie club, you already know you're coming for spoilers. If you ain't watched the movie beforehand, you know when we pick these movies out and we put the movie club up, you gotta look at that link. You gotta look at that clip, that thumbnail, and be like, that's the movie I'm watching. Watch the movie, then come see us talk this foolishness, because that's what we do. And I'm gonna try to tell you every time. Your Uncle Trae is here for you, but also I'm not gonna tell you every time. Bump y'all. Anyway, this movie turned out like The Departed. I don't understand.
let's give the people a little bit more background to the story.
Okay.
So, Sue Buttons is married for about 30 years to this pretty much asshole guy, and it's her birthday. Sue Buttons' birthday. No one even knows, and this dude is cheating on her with his mistress. She walks in on him, and he's smashing. He sees his wife has a heart attack. Now she covers it up, says, "Mistress, you better shut your damn mouth. I don't want to have it. I want to hear anything else from you." And then from there, she notices that there's this TV program, like, let's say something like Oprah or whatever, that just really puts a spotlight on people's plight and trauma. So, hey, yeah, we have this couple here with a missing daughter. Please help them find her. Anything can help. Just kind of raising awareness. And he's like, yo, that couple's popular. They're on TV. I want to gain some sympathy. I want some attention. You know, I've been a doormat all my life. Come on, it's my time to shine. And she has her daily affirmations. She's saying to make herself, you know, have more confidence throughout her life. And it seems like it's working for her, because she's out here just doing her own thing, lying to everyone, just covering up a lot of secrets. And there's a lot of these working parts around her, which is the cool part that a lot of people don't know about. Like the right hand doesn't know what the left hand is doing, and it's crazy how this all plays out. But like you said, it definitely turns dark when things start unraveling, especially when there's like $300 million involved, goes missing, whole lot of money laundering, the muscle coming in, killing anybody that has anything to do with it.
Which is where I say that the ending turns into The Departed. Like, I didn't expect for this to go the way it went during the ending. Like, all of a sudden, bodies start dropping. You know,
Yeah.
Like, I'm just sitting here, like, I'm looking, watching the movie. I'm like, oh man, this is gonna be funny. Oh, it's gonna be crazy. They're gonna leave, and then bam, one of the Sykes gets shot. I'm like, what? Then old girl comes through, throwing an axe. She gets shot. Turn around, Awkwafina get an axe in the chest. Like,
oh man,
what is happening here? And
that was
then
a great sequence.
your girl, Samira Wiley, stabbing the shit out of Clifton Collins Jr. Like, the whole ending just like cascades into bodies.
Yeah.
Like, and then you have what happens to Regina Hall, who there's a standoff with her and the bad guy pretty much throughout the film. The whole reason that Awkwafina and Clifton Collins Jr. characters are going around trying to find the $300 million. And she gets shot. Like, she shoots the dude. Shoots her, and it's just like Allison Janney's character gets away with it. You know, gets away with the whole kit and caboodle. She gets the money. She gets the daytime appearance. She gets a book deal. Like I was like, what in the what is this ending?
And you know what? I was like, good for you, Allison. Good for you.
I was kind of like Regina Hall's character. Fuck you, Allison. Like, I was so upset, bro.
Man, even the mistress. I thought the mistress was hilarious.
Oh no, the mistress was freaking hilarious. Like, I am strong. I am powerful.
I would give a shout out to the actress, Leah Norton. No, Bridget Everett. She plays Leah Norton, and I was like, yo, I gotta tell Trae this, and he might think it's weird, but we finally saw a big hefty titty in a movie.
Is that a strange thing? Is that a thing? I mean, I know it's a thing that hasn't
hefty titties in movies that much, bro. All I see is, smaller size, titties. I'm like, yo, that is a big titty, especially from a large woman. Yeah, Trae, I'm gonna bring it here. Because, you need my perspective.
No, you don't want it. I want to hear it. I just, as soon as you said that's a big titty, I just thought of Deuce Bigelow. It's like, that's a big bitch.
Allison Janney's character is like, look, put your titty away, okay? I'm trying to talk to you. I'm like, no, you can leave it out. We don't.
Sam's grade just immediately went down 1 point by that. It's like, you had the chance, movie, but you failed. All right, Sammy, we got to wrap this up, man. Tell me what you, and I'll go first. So you can see how it's done. See how the master works. Okay. Tanya Tate. Tate Tanya. Tate Taylor. I said Tate 3 Taylor. Different names. Tate Taylor. Look, I want you to understand that the movie that you've made right now is really great. Honestly, your work with these actors, actresses is top notch, outstanding. Like, you're able to pull out performances from some of these people that I haven't even seen before. Mostly because I probably haven't seen the actors before. But I think your way of storytelling is really nice. I like to see you go a little bit more explorative with the cinematography. I think a lot of the cinematography was just kind of real basic and natural here, which is probably what you were going for. So I'm not even going to hold that against you or hold that against your grade. Honestly, nothing really exciting with the music here, so I can't really say anything much about that. Honestly, you just gave me a really nice character story. This is a really great character story, and I think that's really important these days. So honestly, I have to be true to myself and give you an A. Like, this is an A plus. It's not an A plus movie. This is an A movie right here. You've done well. I haven't seen much from you before. I haven't seen anything that I know from you before. So I can't wait to see what you come out with next. Sammy.
Nice. Well said, Trae. Yeah, Tate Taylor. I really haven't heard this director. And, looking at his films, he doesn't have a very impressive resume. Like, one movie he's known for is The Help, which gained a lot of popularity back in the day. And it really seems like he likes the actresses or actors, but it seems like he works with them a lot. They're all in a lot of his films, like Allison Janney and Octavia Spencer are pretty much like, it sounds like his favorites. But this movie, man, like you said, didn't have much to do with cinematography. It seemed like, look, we're just going to have this character-driven movie, and it's going to take you on a little roller coaster, not too crazy, but entertaining, so this definitely caught me by surprise, and I want to give this its best due. I will give this a B plus.
Okay, yeah. That's fair. And to correct myself, I just looked at his filmography real quick. He's done a few movies that I've seen. There's 3 others. Ava, which we reviewed early for our Women's Revenge Flick Month, which I found middling. Ma, And again, I had the same thing in Ava that I did here, where I was like, I wish he'd do more do more with cinematography, which is weird. But he also did Get On Up, which I loved.
Yeah, Get On Up was cool.
Right? Crazy. All right. So people, you know what we thought. It's time to see what the people think. Now, and please understand, we are in a global pandemic. So, you know, the things are different nowadays. You know what I mean? We can't judge movies the same. So there is a budget here, but there's not much. There's a box office, but we don't know the budget. So I'm gonna give you the box office, but I'm also gonna give you that Rotten Tomatoes score. All right, just so we can keep things fair. All right, so with a box office of $67,033, not a lot. I bet you the budget is at least over $1 million, right? So already that'd be considered a flop, right? Let's take a look at the Rotten Tomatoes score with a critic score of 11% and an audience score of 49%. Now that could just be because not a lot of people know about this movie. I don't really think it was like Sam. Have you ever heard of this movie before? I
had no idea this movie existed, man.
Right. So not a lot of word of mouth, not a lot of press for this movie, and honestly, it's a movie that I think deserves more press, especially for a streaming service or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
When did it come out again?
It came out in 2021. Let me see if I can find the specific date. February 12th, 2021.
Where did it release on? Was it Amazon or something?
Let's see here.
I think it was Prime. Yeah.
Cause I checked it out on them YouTubes. That's where I usually watch all my movies. But you could also see it on Google Play, obviously, but Vudu and Amazon Prime. Right? So unless it's on like YouTube with like its ads beforehand, which I don't see those because I don't have ads. I pay for YouTube Premium. And Amazon, I don't really know how they advertise their movies. So honestly, this movie wasn't gonna do well because it's being swamped, especially with everything that's coming out. Raya and the Last Dragon, Coming to America, Zack Snyder Cut, all of these things. Godzilla King Kong just came out, you know what I mean? And these are all later, but I mean February wasn't a joke either, you know. So it seems like a lot of bad against it right now. I don't think it deserves like the not great reception that it's getting, but that's just me.
Yeah.
You know, that's just us. So, Sammy,
hey,
you, if the people don't know, which they don't, because you've never been on here before, my brother here is an artist.
Oh wow.
You got any places they can find you on the interwebs, see your art?
Oh wow. You can find me on Instagram. Tag is art_of_astro. That is my art page. Yeah, check out some stuff there.
People, you know where you can find us. The little voice afterwards is going to tell you. So all I'm going to say is thank you for listening. Put your comments down below. What did you think about this movie if you did so inclined to see it? And if you didn't, check it out. We'll be back with another movie club next week. Love you. Peace with them 2 fingers.
Out.
Carl isn't the guy who gets kidnapped. He's the guy who runs off on his wife. If this whole kidnapping thing is fake, you need to come clean.
So if you did something, I can help you. Are you afraid? What?
Yes. Thank you for listening to the podcast. Make sure that you check out the other shows that we have on the Facebook, the other main podcast that comes out every other Tuesday. Make sure you leave a like, share it with your friends and your family. Go check out our YouTube where we have content from other Production 1200 works. And make sure you follow us on the Instagram. We post sometimes there. We'll do more. We'll try. Maybe. Like us on iTunes podcast, rate and review. Give us them 5 stars. And we'll see you next time.